What's going on, guys? Welcome into a brand new series I'll be starting. I've been doing a lot of Road to Glories on this channel. If you want to go back to FIFA 21, 20, a couple have been doing 22. A lot of the Road to Glories I focus on teams and rebuilding the teams. I've had a new concept right now, and what if we try to rebuild a manager? Now that we finally have the ability to play as real managers in the game. So I think I'm going to be trying to rebuild Steven Gerrard and bring him back to, or for the first time, elite manager status. As we know, he's been recently let go by Aston Villa. Luckily, I started this this career mode right before he was erased from the game. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to make the ultimate goal of getting Steven Gerrard coaching back for his big club Liverpool, and try to bring them to glory under the regime of Steven Gerrard. So what we're going to do here, I set out a little bit of guidelines of extra bonus goals for me to attain in this series, and I'm going to have Steven Gerrard start with a championship team, which I've never used before, so that'll be fun for me. Goal one is to get them promoted to the Premier League, obviously. After that, I'm going to try to take a team abroad in one of the top 5 leagues of the world that are either in Champions League, maybe just Europa, we'll see, but have some European success as well. And then obviously the main goal is to get back to Liverpool and win the Premier League there and the Champions League with them as well. The only way I'm going to skip the second goal there is if Liverpool reach out to me directly and offer me the job. That's the only way I'll skip the abroad phase, but yeah, so I think this will be a really new concept of changing teams. That should keep career mode fresh. So we'll jump right into it now. So we've taken Cardiff City. I've never used them before in a career mode, and it's also pretty cool that they'll have their stadium in the game, so big fan of that. They are one of the lowest rated teams in the championship this season, I believe. Currently in real life, I believe they're definitely in the lower half, I believe near the 17, 18 spot at the time of recording this, so this will be a nice little challenge. They do have some quality players. Robinson on the bench, 71, I believe, is their best. So we'll have to see. Maybe I'll tinkle with this formation a little bit, I think, to try to get the best out of our squad. And yeah, so next thing we'll do is we'll take a look at the club objectives, because if you're trying to make the manager become one of the best in the world, you got to make sure the board is happy. So let's go check that over there. So as we can see here, we have youth development, which is low, those are some of the harder ones to get usually. So I think that it being low is pretty good. Sign at least 2 players younger than 20. Okay, this is perfect. I think I think we should be able to get that easily. And then within 2 seasons, sign 1 player and play them in 5 back. I think youth development, we should be able to hit these for sure. Brand exposure, sign 1 crucial first team player assigned to defender. I mean, we're all around the high 60s, so I think that should be an easy one to obtain. Also, no continental, obviously. Domestic success is high. Finish mid-table and round of 16 in the FA Cup. I think, yeah, the FA Cup one might be a bit difficult, but we are a championship team, so round of 16 should be pretty doable if we get some favorable draws. And financial, can't see there, it's medium, but it's gained 5 million, just over 5 million pounds of t-shirt sales. So I guess the game will just determine that on its own. So all in all, pretty fair objectives, I think. Taking a look at the calendar, we have our friendly tournament here. Again, probably won't be playing it. We'll just sim through it. I do need to sim to about this point, because I have put together a little list of some transfer targets who do need to be scouted. I think the longest one was 6 days. So we'll go check those transfer targets right now and see if we can hit any. So we'll go to the transfer hub. And so Gareth Bale, I mean, I don't think we'll be able to sign him right off the bat, because they're asking I could get it around 14 million pounds. I believe our total budget is 13. So even if they were somehow to agree at 13 million, I wouldn't have enough money to sign him. So it's a no-go there for now. But maybe it did say he has 12 months left on his contract. So maybe we'll try to get him as our pre-contract signing. We do play with a little bit of rules. We'll skip down to the free agents here. We play with a little certain extra rules of there's only 2 free agent signings that you can make per season. There's only 2 youth players you can promote per season, and only 1 pre-contract arrival player per season. All the extra rules and the goals I mentioned for Gerrard to complete will be in the description box below. So onto those free agents. There's a couple here that really look like they could help this team out. And I wanted to get more Welsh players in this team, so I don't think I'll be signing 2 of the 3 here, but it's just a cool little feature here that excuse me, that there's some player faces in the free agent pool, so I'll definitely be looking at one of these. And I'm stuck in between these 2 because Ochoa, even though he is an 80 overall goalie and probably could help out a lot, honestly. Again, I want to add some more Welsh players, so waiting for the scouting report on Wayne Hennessy to come in, because that would be a nice signing. Goalie with tons of experience in the Premier League who can hopefully help out our Cardiff squad here. And then Harvey Elliott, I think that's more of a wish to get on loan. We'll see. I'm not sure if they'll let him go. I think he should be around like the low 70s. So I guess we'll have to wait for his overall to come through. Same thing with Nathaniel Phillips, Nico Williams, and Sam Boak. So I'm gonna go ahead and sim a couple more days to get their full scouting reports in. So let's do that. But before we skip those, or before we sim a few more days, we'll go ahead and check out our youth academy at the moment. And only 3 players so far, but like the big one here, Leon Woodward, 77 to 94, 58 overall, 16 years old. I did check his stats, and I think he would make a really good striker, seeing how his finishing is 72 and shot power is 74. So the plan is to convert him already. And then 69 to 94, the gap's a bit bigger in the potential there for Martin Peterson, but he's only 15, so he has more time to grow. And his defense is just terrible, so I think just naturally moving him to the center attacking mid position will give him an overall bump as well. And then Net-Civic, we're just going to go ahead and release him. And then, again, before jumping a couple more days, we're going to go and check out the youth staff. And you guessed it, we're going to send him to Wales. And hopefully he can find us, a pretty decent Welsh player. So I think this should be here. Why can't I get down there? There we go. Send him over there for 9 months. His experience is only 2 stars, but the judgment is 4. So hopefully he can still bring us back some pretty good talent. All right. So now that all the scout reports are in, I think. Well, so let's just go see one thing. Wayne Hennessy, he will move. Okay, and I think this will be the first signing that we are going to make. And we're going to try to get him for market value. I think that's a good start. Because it's crazy how little Welsh players that a team from Wales have in their squad. So we're going to go ahead and, maybe just see here if we can get a player swap for him just to work. Perfect. So now we save our cash and try to get a better rated player. Even though Hennessy obviously is I think 5 years older than Allsop, it will be a nice little overall boost as he's 5 overall points better, and he's massive, which I'm hoping will make a difference. I think he's 6'6", 6'5" minimum. He wants crucial. Perfect. 1 year. Try to get that into 2, hopefully. So if we can make it to the Premier League, he'll still be hanging around. Deny release clause. And then his current wage is 19. So let's give him 20 and a signing bonus of 100,000. Hopefully he takes that. Perfect. First signing in the door. And to be honest, I believe our new captain. So the big keeper who's played for Crystal Palace. He's coming from Nottingham Forest. Tons of Premier League experience. It'll be nice to have him in the team. We'll see. Do they give a grade on swaps? No, I don't think they do. Oh, they do. And oh no, they don't. That's just his overall. All right, new star player arrived. Perfect. And there's one. And we're gonna stay with Nottingham Forest and try to get Nico Williams on loan. Yeah, they're not looking to loan him out, so that's a tough one. The formation that Cardiff play are a 4-3-3 with two wingers, and we'll be looking maybe to get a lot of crossing in, and Sam Vokes could be a very cheap option who has great strength and great jumping. So I think he'll share time with and he's really not that expensive, honestly, and he'll share time with Robinson, I believe. So so let's go ahead and offer maybe let's get another swap going. I think there was someone here. All these guys are pretty high rated. That's good. Let's just go on and give him the one that's furthest down the chart. Submit offer, and they'll take it. This is working out really well so far. Not having to spend any money on transfer deals, so this is perfect. He wants important. That'll work for us. 1 year. Again, I'm gonna try to bump that up to 2, just like Hennessy. They do. Disregard release clause. And gonna counter that signing bonus. Okay, remove bonus, and the signing bonus will just bump up to 92, and hopefully they take that. Perfect. So Sam Vokes is in. And just like that, 2 Welsh players on the books. With player faces, I might add, because that is important to me as well. So good stuff. Then, so I think Connor Roberts might be the big signing on defense. If we can, 3 million. If we can loan in Nathaniel Phillips, that'd be great. Oh, and we're gonna have the option to do it. Okay, so that's good. I'm really happy with FIFA 22's loan system reshuffle, because you couldn't get anyone to go on loan unless they were literally like in their teens. So this is good. Nathaniel Phillips is 25, so let's just go basic terms. We'll go for a 2-year loan, see if they agree with that. They just want 1 year, that's fine. And they want, that's a big salary there for someone who barely plays. But let's go ahead and make this, can we do it like that? Will they take that? 50-50. All right, 50-50. We still have $9 million in the bank, which is good. And then, so Roberts here would be, that's tough. Okay, next thing we'll do, so we got Hennessy, Cho is out. And we got Vokes. We have a lot of strikers. And not too many. Wow, they do have a lot of wingers too, honestly. He's younger. We'll go with. We'll try to get Atunya and see what he says. It's for sure gonna want crucial. We're okay with that. We accept. Let's give him a 3-year deal. He accepts. That's good. Disregard release clause, and then recommended is 28. If we go 30, what does that bring us to? Okay. And $100,000 signing bonus. And we still might have the funds to pull out the Connor Roberts deal. Okay. Another big signing to the club. So that's good. Not a Welsh player, but someone who's extremely pacey. So I'm hopeful that will help us this season. And Championship, you play a ton of games. Actually, in all the EFL leagues, you play so many games. So having squad depth is always a good thing. So perfect. And then let's try to get Connor Roberts. Maybe we should go for a center back, actually. But what's his value's at 5 million. Let's see if we can mix in a player in there so he's not as expensive, and we'll see how it goes. I believe he is starting for Burnley, who in real life I believe are top the table right now in the Championship. So let's offer a player swap. I know we had a lot of strikers. Robinson, Harris. Or midfielders maybe. I don't know who to use here. Not a ton of value here. Wingers maybe. I was gonna say, who's that guy? Oh yeah, we just signed him. Okay, so we'll go ahead and club captain Ryan Wintle, and then offer a transfer fee of £4 million and see what they say. They're gonna take Wintle, and then this will leave us some money. So let's counter it and say propose new fee. Let's try to get just under every dollar matters here. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna get another chance at signing another Welsh player with a face and someone who's a long throw, and so again could help our big man going forward. I think this will be the last move if we can get this done. He wants crucial, we accept. 3-year contract, he takes it. Disregard release clause, great. And then he's making 31, we're gonna give him 30. And then 100,000. Hopefully takes that. Perfect. And then we also accomplished the goal of signing a crucial defender as well. So that's that will be the transfer business for Cardiff right now. We still have one more free agent signing we can do this season. So we'll see about that later on. Both our youth players to be promoted still available, and obviously the pre-contract can't do till mid-season. So that's what we'll go ahead and check what the team is going to look like now. So this is how the team is looking now with all the added transfer moves we just made. Robinson, I'm going to start off with Robinson and see how he does. We have pretty pacey front three now, especially in Antuña, who he is a right mid, but I'm going to have him over at left winger, cutting in on his right foot. Rawls and Sawyer and Renam Hatta will be the center three. I'm going to go Nkunku, Kipre, NG, Roberts, and the new captain Hennessy as keeper. You see Sam Vokes has moved to the bench. We have 3 strikers right now, so I'm probably going to change that a little bit. But we're going to leave it for now. And we're going to go ahead and sim the preseason and then check back in to see where we're at to start the league campaign and go from there. All right, so we just simmed up past the preseason tournament. Spoiler alert, it didn't go well. We'll take a look at that in a second. But right after simming that, I got a notification that Liverpool have accepted a loan offer for Harvey Elliott. So even though we've tried this already and it said it was a no-go, we're going to go ahead and try again here, approach to loan. And now it's yes. So, okay, all right. Let's see if we can get this to work for us. Because Harvey Elliott, obviously a very good, young, promising player. And let's go ahead and try to get him here. Again, we always try 2-year. And they accept that. This would be huge if we can get this. And he makes less than 50-50. I think that should be okay. And they accept it. So let's see if we can get Harvey Elliott in. This would be huge signing there. As we'll take a quick look at the team sheet here, I forgot that we put in a loan offer for Nathaniel Phillips, and he accepted. So he's now playing center back for us. And yeah, so we'll go jump here to the calendar. As you can see, a whole bunch of 1-0 losses. So that's really tough. But moving forward here, we have 6 games in August. We have 5 games in September. Another 5 in October, 4 in November, and then just look at December. That is insane. I don't think I've ever played a career mode where I've had 8 games in a month, and we're even talking about like domestic cups, add in Champions League. Like 8 is a ton. So December is pretty crazy. So we're gonna go ahead and we'll jump into the highlight pack. I'm gonna sim up until the midway point of the season, show you some highlights of some of the big moments of the first 4 months of the season. But before we do that, I don't know why I left calendar. Before we do that, we're gonna sim a few days and see if we can add Harvey Elliott to our ranks. Oh, that might be tough. Oh, we didn't. Oh yeah, good. We just didn't get the cutscene, but Harvey Elliott has moved in. That is absolutely huge. And then we have an offer for Isaac Davies. I don't think he'll be getting too much playing time with us, so we will. I'll just go ahead and accept that offer. So there we go. So from here, we'll jump into the highlights. So we're gonna get this highlight package started with the big derby against Swansea City. Pretty cool way to start the season, and in Steven Gerrard's first match in control of Cardiff, it would be the 3 debutants getting on the board. Antunia would score here to make it 1-0 16 minutes into the game. Just over 5 minutes later, a cross would come in from Roberts that would find Robinson, and Callum Robinson scores his first of the season, making it 2-0. And again, just 2 minutes after that, Nathaniel Phillips gets his account opened up with Cardiff City to make it 3-0. And after Swansea got one back, Colwell would play the ball back to Sam Vokes, who scores his first for Cardiff City, as Cardiff take a massive first game of the season, win the derby 4-1 in Steven Gerrard's first matchup. The next match would have Joe Rawls take this unbelievable strike that would somehow be credited as an own goal, and that 7th minute goal would hang on to be enough to beat Norwich 1-0. And then against West Brom, Antunia would stop, play the ball over to Sam Vokes as he puts his second of the season past the West Bromwich keeper to give Cardiff again another 1-0 win, this time at home. Against Stoke, it would be Stoke getting on the board early with Brown with an unbelievable strike that finds its way past Wayne Hennessy to make it 1-0 for the host. But right before halftime, Odo played in and be Mark Harris opening his account for Cardiff that makes it 1-1. A big goal right before the half. And that's the way that one would end. In a game, right at the end of this highlight, in a game that would be about 2 penalties, Sam Vokes would step up and hit the post and it would go out. And then just over the hour mark, a big save by Hennessy that would deny Timo Pukki. However, Cardiff wouldn't be able to clear this ball as Norwich would play around the Cardiff area. As it does come to Pukki, and he eventually does score past Wayne Hennessy to give Norwich the big 1-0 win. So as you can see here, it's going pretty much according to plan. I mean, other than that last game in the highlight package where Vokes missed that penalty, and then Hennessy, even though he made the save, was the ball was recycled and Norwich will put it away, and that was the only goal of that game. And that saw us go 9 points back of Norwich City for first in the championship, but I'll definitely take third place for now. So after 28 games, a pretty good first half of the season for Steven Gerrard's men. So we'll take a look at at how those 4 months broke down. It was a very good opening month of the season where we went undefeated. Well, except for that League Cup loss to Sheffield in penalties. Another good month of September. It's a common theme of three wins, 1 loss, 1 draw. November, undefeated again, 2 wins, 2 draws. And then December, that crazy month, saw not the best month, 3 wins, 3 losses, and 2 draws. So very even across the board, but it does have us sitting in 3rd place, which we'll definitely take at the moment. We're going to take a quick look at the transfer history, as a couple guys have left before the first window closed. Baggin here is the only one that is not gone yet. He'll leave as soon as I sim one day. But Simpson went on loan. Waters went to FC Pauli. Tanner went on loan. Davies was sold. Nelson was sold, and Luther was on loan as well. So that's where we're at with the transfers moving out. Checking the youth academy, I've only signed 1 more player in Alex Price. 77 to 85, so maybe we'll see. I haven't checked him in depth yet, but the big one you can see here is Leon Woodward, which I looked at his stats. I mentioned before that changing him to striker might be the right move. He immediately went to 69, and then he's gone up 1. He's 70 overall, but look at that potential. That's the big thing right there. So I'm set. I think I'm okay for strikers for now. But basically, as soon as he says he wants out, then we'll promote him to the senior team. But he's still progressing big time right now, and again, that potential is just insane. So he'll be a big boost to Cardiff City when he's promoted to the first team. Last thing we'll do now is check out the stats so far this season, and oh, that's cool. Wayne Hennessy has an assist, so that's awesome. Good for him. 5 clean sheets. Leading the way in goals is Uriel Antuña. Great signing so far with 11 goals, 5 assists. Callum Robinson second with 7 goals, 9 assists. Joe Rawls, 6 goals. He's been big in the midfield. We saw Nathaniel Phillips as one of his 2 goals. And the last one I just want to go check is where Harvey Elliott is. It's kind of disappointing in his stats, but his growth is good. So like he's already up to a 76. I think that does make him the best player on the team, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, of course. No, that's right. Antuña at 77. So there's been good development from our young players, and it's looking really good right now for Cardiff City and Steven Gerrard. So that is where we're going to leave this episode. We're midway through our first season in the Elite Manager mode build for Steven Gerrard. If we can continue on like this, at least getting to the playoffs, maybe even fighting for that second automatic promotion spot, because first place is looking a little bit out of touch right now. But it's, again, a good start for Steven Gerrard. So that'll do it for this episode. If you haven't already, please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. It helps out a lot. Leave comments down below of what teams you want to see Steven Gerrard potentially join abroad, or some other suggestions for players on the transfer window coming in. The January transfer window is about to open up. So that'll do it for this one. As always, thanks for watching, and pay attention to the next episode coming soon.